Salutations, everyone. It's time for another episode of Viewport Relay, a bi-weekly podcast where the Viewport team looks at the latest news in the gaming industry. As always, I'm your host, Albert Corson, joined by Tristan Jung.
Hello.
And Alex Nestor.
Hey.
This is episode 61, which will what?
I was gonna say, we're getting close.
No, we're not counting down to that.
Oh, yeah.
I guess we're counting up, technically. But this is what are we? The next gen podcast.
The next gen is now.
Insert sound effect here that makes it sound like we're in the future.
Sure. But Alex is right. Next gen is now current gen. Old news, boring. Can we talk about PS6?
The new Switch model. The
new Switch model.
Wait, if there's PSV, what does the 6 become?
PSV. Like
PSB.
No, like
it looks
VI.
like a 6.
VI.
Oh.
It's the same pronunciation.
Well then we're gonna have the same one for another 3 years or 3
That's
gens.
Fine. That's fine.
We're gonna go V and then V and then V. Actually, wait, isn't 8 also 3?
It
so
is.
It's V.
It's even longer. Yep.
V.
Until X. PSX.
Pix. P6?
P6.
6. It's pronounced 6.
Oh yeah, it
my
could just
God.
be 6. Man.
6.
Oh man, we gotta market that too.
I can't wait for the PS.
I can't wait for 2050.
You think that's soon?
The royalties will be flooding in.
So yeah, if you couldn't tell by that, there are new consoles. They're here. They're in our hands. Well, some of our hands.
Wow.
As in, Tristan is double fisting right now.
Wow.
One in each hand.
Hulk hands.
Alex
the
is zero.
Yep. I'm
Empty-handed.
just sitting back.
We gotta get him a Switch first, and then we'll move on to the other
Yeah, you've
consoles.
been still trying to sell me on the last next gen console.
Hey, there'll be the Switch Pro next year. It'll be great. Okay, believe me.
You guys
what
know
do you
me.
know? What do you know?
My
Why should we believe you?
my uncle works at Nintendo.
Oh man,
He
Tom
told me.
Nintendo.
Yeah. He told me. Reggie Nintendo. Wait, not Reggie. Doug Nintendo. Let's start off. Okay. What non-next gen games did you play over the past 2 weeks?
Everything I played on my Xbox Series X was non-next gen.
Hey.
Theoretically.
It could have been upgraded, okay?
I played Forza Horizon 4, Jedi Fallen Order, and Banjo-Kazooie, so...
Nuts and bolts or the original or the collection?
The OG.
Yeah,
okay. Well, what else did you play that wasn't on your Xbox?
That was it.
League of Legends, that's it.
I mean, I didn't want to bring it up because I thought it was a given, but...
Hey, there's always first time listeners.
First time,
Tristan.
yeah. I've been playing League of Legends as I've been for the past, 40 episodes.
Well, hey, to be fair, this time, new items have rolled out. They're out of beta or whatever. Now they're out in the wild.
Yeah, everyone's back to square one. We're all learning the game again. I've been spending a lot of my lunch times watching, analysis videos and item analysis videos and
learning all the metas.
Yeah, so I'm big brained right now. I just need to put it to practice.
So give us your gut reaction so far to the new league
how
system.
deep are we going into this? Jeez.
I'll take 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, just give me your gut reaction. You don't need to give me a deep analysis. Just how do you feel right now about the new item system? How's it gelling?
Tanks OP. Basically, Sunfire Cape can win you the game late game.
Interesting.
Mages are kind of on the fence right now. The bug I was talking about earlier this week is not a bug. It's an actual choice that the dev team made.
It's a feature.
But in general, there's a lot of item choices, and you kind of have to know what item to build every game. So I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Okay. I think that's a pretty good direction for them, because it always kind of felt playing League. You're always just like, all right, I pick this champion, I go this item build 95% of games. So hopefully that gets switched up a little bit with this.
Switch it up. Speaking of, I think this is a good way to segue into Alex. Maybe.
Is it? Okay. So yeah, I guess Yakuza Like a Dragon switched up, right? It went from brawler to a RPG game. So yeah, I've been playing that game, which is technically next gen, but is now this gen.
It counts.
So far, I'm actually really enjoying it. Ichiban, the main character, is actually way different than Kiru so far. So that's been a welcome change in just terms of, he's a pretty unique character so far, very upbeat, I'd say, whereas Kiru was much more straight-faced most of the time. It was just the typical tough guy, but yeah, I've been enjoying the characters that showed up, and the RPG system's a little simple, but I mean, Yakuza's never been super difficult as a game, so it's a welcome change so far, and I think it'll probably open up as get more characters and jobs and stuff unlocked.
Jobs?
Yeah, they have jobs in this game. It's kind of like Final Fantasy, where, you have like the base job for your, for Ichiban, he's just kind of a Yakuza as a base job, but then he can become like a dancer and stuff. He's got all kinds of...
Can you work at the convenience store?
Not yet, at least. That hasn't been a minigame yet, but I'm sure that's probably a job or something.
I would just steal rice balls from behind the counter and eat them all day.
Oh, man. And all those meals you could put in the microwave.
Oh, man.
Japanese konbinis, they cannot be beat.
Customers would come in, they'd be like, where's all the prepackaged meals? And I'll be like, I don't know. And like a odongo falls out of my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
And then you trip in your just random cans of whiskey. Oh,
exactly.
Man, Japanese konbinis.
Oh, those what are they called? What is it? That alcohol that is like, it's like a tall boy, but it like destroys people. Whatever that one was.
We'll pretend it's called Four Loko.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that's all the new stuff I've been playing around that Final Fantasy. So you know the drill.
And League, and some League.
Oh yeah, I dabbled a little bit in League. I haven't touched the new patch yet. I'm trying to learn League, but that's an ongoing journey.
By the way,
excuse me?
You guys used to be Dota hardcore men, and you've devolved into League of Legends boys.
Wait, I feel like I turned on Dota the other day, and I still got shit for that.
When it wasn't for me. I would have given you a pat on the back. You hear?
I hear. I feel.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a pat on the back.
It's a pat on your back.
Thanks, Dad.
Technically it was my shoulder, but, you know. Alright. What did I play that was non-next gen? I finally got my VR computer, so I booted up a little bit of Half-Life Alyx, and I'll get into that more. I got modded Beat Saber.
Oh my god!
So I got breaking the
songs. Oh my god!
No!
You missed the show. He had all kinds of songs.
You were outside in this pandemic.
Up my phone. I was picking up my new iPhone
in this pandemic.
In these trying times, I was outside.
Go pay some company to ship it to you. Isn't that how this works?
Can Uber Eats ship you a phone?
Yeah. If you give them enough tip, they'll deliver.
Can you
anything,
drive
right?
to the mall and pick up my iPhone?
I wonder what the delivery fee is for an iPhone.
Exactly.
I should try it next time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think they have Postmates, but we're going to try Uber Eats. Yeah, so I played that, and then I played... Oh, my friends have a Minecraft server now, so that's what I've been playing recently.
So that's why you've been booting that game up, okay.
Yeah.
RTX on or off?
The RTX is only for the non-Java version of the game, so RTX off. And then...
Where's my invite? I got Minecraft somewhere.
Do you want to play? I can get you an invite.
You bought me Minecraft, I think.
I bought you Minecraft 8 years ago, and you played it for 20 minutes.
Well, I just don't understand how to play the game. I think that's the issue.
Hey, there's 4 other new people that have never played Minecraft. Hamza's one of them.
How's that possible? How have people not played Minecraft?
Tristan Jung's never played Minecraft, really.
I turned it on.
Okay. Does that count as tell me the crafting recipe for a crafting table?
It's 4 pieces of wood and an upside down T, right?
No, it's just 4 pieces of wood in a square.
Oh
no.
4 pieces of wood can't even make a T. What am I talking about?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, You could do 3 and then 1, I guess, right? A really fat T. A wide T. Anyways, and then my buff for Final Fantasy XP finally ran out today. I checked. It's gone 90 days, so...
And my sub ran out today.
Did it really?
Yeah. Or yesterday. It ran out yesterday, sorry.
Uh-oh.
So long.
Alrighty. Well, we'll see you next month when the new raids come out, Tristan.
We'll see.
Right? We'll see. Anyways.
Are there triple triad cards associated with that patch? If not...
Probably. The new, at least normal mode will have triple triad cards.
Anyways, we have pressing matters to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Enough of dwelling in the past.
We got PSV and how do you pronounce SXS? XSX. That's hard to say. Say that 3 times fast, Tristan. Go.
XSS. Nope.
See, you said it. XSS. Can't do it. Impossible. Letters, they're hard. Anyways, they're out. They're out and about. Well, not really about. They're out.
Yeah, they're already out.
They're not very about because a lot of people had trouble getting them. I follow Tristan Jung, the source of when to pre-order, so I was able to grab myself. I don't know why I said my so loud, but myself, a PS5. And Tristan Jung got a
Xbox Series X and a PS5.
Nice. So you got the world's most powerful console and the world's most second powerful console.
Or the world's biggest console.
Yeah, the world's most pop collar console.
I don't have a picture of how you set up both of them.
I can send it.
All right.
Okay, let's take turns talking about it. I'll describe what happened.
Let's talk. Okay, so we're there. Let's talk about the physical aesthetics of the console now that we have them. What do we think about them?
Mm-hmm.
My only thoughts is the PS5 looks nice and it fits in my entertainment center on its side. I can't put it vertical. It doesn't fit. But I mean, it works. I think the white looks nice. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a plan. I had it. It was Tristan's grand plan on how to set up the next gen consoles on his TV unit. So the Xbox came in. I put it behind my TV on the left side because behind the TV because the disc slot is on the left. So I basically made it peek out so I can still put in the disc.
Oh, did you lay it on its side?
No. It's standing vertical. I'll send a picture later. It's standing vertical. It's behind the TV on the left side. So half of the console's like sticking out.
Oh, okay. So it's sticking out the edge of the TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like I can still use the disc because the disc slot is on the left.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I was like, okay, perfect. When the PS5 comes in, I'll put it on the right because I guess Sony and Microsoft had a deal going. The PS5 disc slot is on the right side. And I was like, perfect. It'll be on each side, like easy access. It'll be kind of hidden from view. Like it'll be perfect. Great. The PS5 comes in. I open the thing up and like I cannot pick it up physically with one hand. That's how big this thing is, right? I try to put it behind my TV.
Mm-hmm.
Does not fit. I start panicking. Where does
it's too long, right?
Yeah,
it's too long.
Yeah, it's super long.
It's too long. So I was like, where do I put this? I had to clear out an entire section of my entertainment unit just to fit in the PS5.
No. Oh no! I used to have my PS4 Pro, and that's like sits flat because obviously it only goes. Well, I guess you can have it vertical, but whatever. And then so I used to on my entertainment center. I used to have that and my Switch right next to it in the dock.
Yeah.
And then like a couple of controllers down there too. I got my PS5. It's now the PS5 on its side.
Yep.
The Switch pushed all the way in the corner because there's no other room for anything else to fit. And then that's it. No more controllers down there.
The thing I'm worried about is like mine barely fits in that slot. And I'm not sure about the air flow.
That's what I think too. But the fans don't really turn on. So maybe that's good. I don't know.
Maybe you're just not playing a high fidelity game.
I'm not playing Forza on the world's most powerful console.
You gotta boot out some bug snacks on performance mode.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. No.
Fidelity mode.
Fidelity mode.
Performance mode just gives you the normal experience.
60 FPS, but not great graphics. Well, even though the graphics look great.
All right,
let's talk about
aesthetics-wise. Since Tristan has a comparison, let's say you had a steamy night with your significant other, and you're like, "Hey, come back to mine. I got something to show you." Which one are you going to show?
Coworkers listen to this. Which one am I? What?
Okay, you're taking your coworker home, not on a steamy date.
And you had a nice time at the bar or something. You're like, hey, come back to mine. I got something to show you.
Why is the same voice? Why does he use the same voice?
Maybe you're just intimately
He's
friendly
a little
with
tipsy.
him. Yeah,
okay.
Honestly,
answer the question.
Honestly, Xbox Series X. I think the PS5 is just too big and it's like too thick and like it looks kind of out of place, right? The design form just doesn't make sense.
A little too future tech.
Is it weird to say, Tristan, that the disc version of the PS5 is the asymmetricalness kind of makes it look weird?
Not really.
Because there's like an extra bump where the disc drive is versus the digital is same on both sides, right?
I mean, mine's on its side, so like it just looks weird in general.
I can see that.
I also don't like how the disc drive is on the bottom of the console when it's
horizontal. I hate that. I hate that.
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't know why they did that.
Do you put in your disc label down or label up?
I always do label up. Label up. I do label up. What type of monster puts their disc label down?
I don't know, because like usually when you put in a disc, you want the data side to be on the thicker side of the console, right? Because that's where you assume the reader is.
Well, I'm just used to like old CD drives, right, where you always put label up.
I see. I don't have any discs. That's the other issue. I'll get
you
into
don't
that
have
later.
a disc, or you didn't buy any physical copies of any of the games that you played on both consoles?
Well, okay. So Xbox. There's no games to buy, so name me one Xbox exclusive.
Games Pass.
If you can name me one good Xbox exclusive game I should get, I'll buy it right now.
That's true. Physical or digital?
Either.
How about PS5? Did you buy anything? Because I want to talk about something.
So PS5, I went to GameStop on Saturday, Saturday when I picked up my phone, and I was like, "Hey, sir." No, I didn't say sir. I was like, "Hey, do you have any PS5 games?"
You're so formal at the GameStop.
I was like,
my good sir.
I was like, "Hey, you got some PS5 games?" And he's like, "Yeah, we got them in stock. What do you want?" And I was like, "I'm thinking of getting Devil May Cry 5. You got that in stock?" He types it up. He's like, actually, the physical copy is coming in December 5th. Until then, it's digital only. And I was like, what? So I was like, okay, how about Watch Dogs Legion? And he's like, yeah, so the physical copy for that is releasing the end of November, and it's digital only. And I was like, what the hell? So
can you ask him what games you actually have in stock?
I think they had, like, Call of Duty in stock, maybe?
Yeah, I could see that. Bug Snacks, did you check for that?
Well, that's free with PS Plus.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
So...
I just want
Hey, by the way, for the PS5 for the Devil May Cry, I looked on Amazon, and the actual release date of that game is December 1st. So that's not a GameStop thing.
Yeah, no. So I don't think it's a GameStop thing. I just think the physical copies aren't ready yet for all these games, which really sucks.
Sackboy.
Well, okay. Here's the other thing: GameStop didn't have any other games on display. So I didn't want to just go through every single game with the person. Maybe I should have asked the reverse of saying, what do you have in stock? But it was already getting awkward, right? The other store clerk
it started off with, hello, sir. And he's like, I'm not, what is this guy?
Then you proceed to strike out twice.
Yeah. Just as like, this guy's going to take away my gamer card.
Yeah. And the funny thing is like, so would you like to pre-order? It's a $5 deposit. And I was like, no way. And I just walked out.
That guy thought he had a guaranteed customer. He's like, he just came with a PS5. He's got no games. I've got these sales lined up.
That man.
And then, all right. So here, I got a physical copy. So I bought Demon Souls. There's an S at the end of Demons, but like it's really hard to pronounce because the next word starts with S as well. So,
if you're a
Demon Souls,
true Souls fan, you have to know it.
And
it's the Dark Souls of names.
Yeah, exactly. Oh god, we're not going there again. Anyways, it actually got here before my PS5. My physical copy got delivered at like noon, and my PS5 came in at like 4:30. So I like had a game disc, and I was gonna be like, oh, is this gonna be like my Nintendo Switch where it like got delayed a couple days? But it wasn't. Anywho, the setup was kind of cool, Tristan. I don't know if you remember setting up the PS5. When it's installing the first update, it's like, hey, do you want to plug in or do you want to put in a game disc and we'll install it at the same time while we're updating the console?
I see. I just lulled when that came up.
Oh, you're like, I would love to if I had any.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
The Timmy Turner meme, Fairly Odd Parents meme. The disc drive, surprise number 1, is extremely loud when it's running.
That's what I've heard from reports.
It's like, brrr, like for like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
as
it
it's
runs
going.
like full bore, I've heard.
Oh,
it goes 100 at all
super
times.
loud. And I don't know how it's working in terms of storage. I assume it's like copying the files to my disk or something.
You mean your solid disk?
Yeah, my solid state
drive.
Yeah. But because when I'm playing the games, obviously the disk drive's not running really. So I don't know at that. I wanted to get a disk version so that I could essentially, save hard drive space, because I read like it doesn't have that much on it. But like if it's going to copy everything to the drive, like does it not really make sense? Is the only reason to get physical now is because,
Blu-ray player?
Well, I meant Blu-ray player plus, like, in terms of just games in general, is like, if you do run out of space and you want to uninstall something, to reinstall is like really fast because you just got to pop in the disc. I don't know.
The PS4 had this issue too. Don't you remember? Like, I bought Red Dead Redemption 2 on PS4 disc version, and I basically had to pop in 2 discs worth of game, and it installed the entire thing on the hard drive.
Okay.
It took up like 120 gigs or something ridiculous.
I'm just assuming I'm going to have to buy an external storage device for my PS5. And that's not bad. Like a year or two from now, if I have to spend like $100 to buy like a terabyte or like maybe even 2 terabytes, who knows how cheap storage will be, right? I'm fine with that.
Here's my issue with the storage thing right now. So I bought Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War TM for the PS5. One thing I don't like about that game, first of all, you can only buy the bundle. It's called a cross-gen bundle. And when you buy it, you get both the PS5 and PS4 version for whatever reason.
Wait, how much it cost?
$69.99.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's standard PS5 cost. Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said
Demon's Souls cost $69.99.
Oh my god. Okay. Never mind then. I just hate next gen, I guess.
Sackboy also costs... Oh no, Sackboy
Are you
on Amazon
serious?
only $60. Yeah,
Okay.
Godfall costs $70 though.
So I was like, okay, so I downloaded the PS5 version of the game. No. Actually, it just puts everything in the queue. It puts the PS5 version, which is split into 7 parts. You download the base game, you download Campaign Part 1, Campaign Part 2, Campaign Part 3. There's the Zombies mode you need to download.
Are there like separate downloads in the download queue?
Yes. You need to download the multiplayer. Then you need to download the arcade. So it's 7 downloads. It adds up to about like 160 gigs.
Oh, no.
And then I saw, when I scrolled down, it was the same thing over again. And it's because it downloads the PS4 version of the game on your PS5 at the same time. So you have to like manually go in and cancel all of them. And I've seen people who got confused and they ended up playing the PS4 version of the game on their PS5 by accident.
That's rough.
So I feel like that's a whole other disaster that's been happening with a lot of people.
There's also a thing, isn't it, with the new Call of Duty where they said that only the Xbox would support 120 FPS mode or something like that, and not the PS5?
Mine supports 120 FPS.
Okay.
I have to do some like weird finagling with the settings to make it work, but it does work.
Interesting. So there was a weird, what was I going to say? Something about the 2 versions, but I forget. My train of thought just disappeared into the ether. The PS5 ether. Oh, no, I was going to say, aren't you glad that you got fast internet? Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to play a game until, like, tomorrow.
Next week.
Yeah.
I'm downloading part 4 of 7 for Call of Duty right now.
Can I at least play part 1 while part 2 is downloading, please?
Alright, so let's jump into the next game. Have either of you played Astro Boy?
I did. Did you play Astro's Playroom, Tristan?
I did. I was playing that while I was waiting for the download to happen.
I beat it. I beat the game.
Wow, look at you.
Okay,
Sorry.
one question. And this gets into our next big discussion. Adaptive triggers, what did you think?
Yep, that's exactly where it's going.
Okay, do you want to go first, Albert? Because I have like a 5-minute rant about this.
Oh, you have a rant?
Rant?
It's like a pause, because I got to talk about the Xbox as well, so that's why it's a rant. You go first, Albert. I think
when I first tried it, I really liked it. I think it's a really cool feature. I think you should be able to turn it off if you don't want it, but I think the tech is really cool. I also think the rumble in general is...
Yeah, how are you guys feeling overall about the DualSense? Because I figured Astro would probably be the best example of the functionality right now.
There's only one thing I don't like about the DualSense. It's a little bigger, and I kind of like it. Like, I don't know what was up with like DualShock, and they're like, oh, we're gonna have rounded edges on all of our things, and it's like, no, that's not like the way that the human hand works. And now it actually fits your hand, so that's nice. Okay. The one thing I don't like is they moved the PlayStation button to be like a logo. And like
instead of a circle
thing. Yeah, and the mute button for the microphone is right below it, and like without looking at the controller, you might accidentally press one or the other. And I don't like that. I mean, it's a minor thing, but that's the main thing I don't like.
Sure.
Also, the battery life seems kind of short. Especially in games that like Astro's Playroom that uses a lot of the haptics on it.
Uses it, yeah.
I feel like it'll melt the battery. And then the last minor thing is a lot of games. The number one thing I hated about going back to an older controller, the Wiimote, was games that used the speaker in the Wiimote because it sounded like crap. And a lot of games, for some reason, or at least the two I've played, Astro's Playroom and Demon's Souls, like to use the speaker in the controller, which is not great sounding.
Really? Demon's Souls does?
Yeah, like when you start up the game and like press the menu button, sometimes it goes like ting, bing, bing, and it's
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I have.
All right, Tristan, what about you? What
right.
do you
the floor
think
is yours.
All right, you ready? So my Xbox Series X came in first. Well, I mean, it released first. I got it, and I opened up the controller, and I played a lot of Xbox One because we had one at work. And I never liked the Xbox controller. Right? There's rechargeable batteries. The sticks are kind of nubby. You know, triggers break all the time. And I was like, this is going to be great. They upgraded this. I open up the controller, and the first thing I see are a pack of AA batteries that came with it. And I'm my God, I gotta either buy batteries for this thing or like get rechargeables, turn off number one, right?
Yeah, you're going to have to buy the second one, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember when I bought my Xbox One S, it came with a free like Microsoft rechargeable battery pack.
Yeah, so I ordered separate rechargeable batteries off of Amazon last week as well. So that was like my biggest pet peeve. But then I started playing it, and first of all, it's like matte on the outside. It's very rough. It doesn't feel nice to grip. That's number one. And two, it's the exact same controller with an extra button attached. And it's like the share. It's like the share button in the middle. It has no effect on gameplay. So so my entire Xbox experience was like, I'm playing a last gen game. I'm playing Forza Horizon 4 on this like really awful controller. It doesn't even have speakers or mic or anything. Like I gotta buy a headset if I want to utilize voice chat. So I was like, okay, this is not that great. PS5 comes in. I open up the controller, and this is where I felt like, okay, this is next gen, because first, I also like how it's big. It feels nice in your hand, right? Like,
I think they probably addressed a lot of the complaints that the older DualShocks were very small in people's hands.
Yeah. The thumbsticks are still the same. I don't like the thumbsticks, but
I think the thumbsticks are better.
I think they're slippery.
I think they're better.
But here, speakers, great. Microphone, amazing. I don't like voice chat on Call of Duty.
In the controller?
Yeah, I like it. Call of Duty, voice chat comes through the controller and not your TV.
That's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah, okay.
Maybe that's, I haven't experienced something that like actually, you know, you can pick up the quality really easy. Because most of the games I played, right, it's like like secondary sound effects that are coming through the controller.
Mostly
right?
gimmick
It just
stuff,
sounds like clunky because like the speaker coming out of my sound bar is really nice, and then it comes out of my controller like closer to me, and it just sounds weird.
And adaptive triggers, game changing. Like, I don't think I can play a shooting game on any other console ever again. Like, Call of Duty uses adaptive triggers.
Oh, they use the triggers?
Yes. So
Because I was going to say, when I was testing an Astro's Playroom, I was like, oh, dude, they could totally use this in, like, shooter games, right? And I don't have a shooter game, so I didn't know.
So, the left trigger is ADS, right? Aim down sight. So, they pumped up the resistance, so you have to actually pull pretty hard to do ADS. And then the right trigger, which is shoot, there's a lot of give for about 1/4 of an inch, and then it gets stuck because it's like trying to simulate the actual trigger part of the gun. And when you start shooting, it actually pushes back on your finger as if like the gun is going off.
I was wondering if they'd do something like that. That's pretty cool.
It's like so insanely fun to play shooting games. I mean, I also agree with Albert if there's like accessibility issues because it's actually tiring on your fingers to play.
It kind of is. Yeah, if you do it a lot.
But you can turn it off in settings pretty easily. You can actually swap the buttons to even use the bumper buttons if you want. But I think adaptive triggers are the coolest part. And that combined with all, like, you can voice chat from the controller. It feels nice. The touch bar is also, I think they're making good use of it this time. It actually feels like next gen, whereas Xbox, it's like, yes, you get the shitty controller for free, but they're like advertising their Elite V2, which costs like what, $150? That kind of comes with rechargeable batteries and a couple of other things. I think it makes the console feel a lot more lame.
How much of Astro's Playroom did you go through, Tristan? Just like the first level?
I beat the CPU world and then I stopped.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. Oh, the race car world, like with the rocket ship part?
Yeah.
Okay. That was fun with the triggers. There's a part on the GPU jungle level that like it actually, so you have to like climb. It's like you're essentially rock climbing, right? It's one of those suit power ups. You have to like zip up, and there's some of the rocks that are loose, and so with the adaptive triggers, you can pull it down until you hit resistance because you're like lightly grasping the rock. But if you pull too hard and you break that like resistance of the trigger, then you break off the rock that you're trying to climb. So it like uses the resistance as like a feel method for like how hard you're supposed to be pulling. So that was, I really like that, like a really creative use of the triggers.
Actually,
go ahead.
One more thing. I want to I can't wait for Gran Turismo 7 to come out because I actually feel like driving games with the adaptive triggers is going to feel so much nicer than Forza.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I could see that. And probably motion controls and things like that. They could probably do a lot of things with that. And with the advanced haptics and everything. Yeah, I could see that being extremely
what
good.
did you... Yeah, Alex Price brings up a good point, because what do you think of the haptics?
What is advanced haptics?
Like the rumble.
The rumbling features.
The HD rumble if Nintendo were to market it.
Yeah, like going over rough surfaces in Astro, things like that.
I didn't play enough Astro to really notice it. I don't think Call of Duty uses it that much. I think I need to spend more time on that.
Yeah, Astro uses it a bunch, and it's one of those things where it's like the Nintendo Switch. You can feel the ice cubes. There's one part where you can kind of throw around objects, and if you tip your controller like all the way left and shake it, you can feel like just the left, like feel distinct movements of like objects in the controller. Same thing on the right. When you're walking on like different surfaces, so if you're walking on a metal surface, it'll be like tink 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 tink, right? So you'll feel like little things in the like, I guess more not really muffled vibrations, but like, you know, solid vibration every time you like take a step. But if you're walking on like grass, it's more like a muffled vibration in the controller. I would say it's probably actually better than the Switch Pro controller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Pro controller. Does Pro controller have advanced haptics? I thought it was just Joy-Cons.
No. The Pro controller does too.
I see.
It has like a couple different rumble locations. I think like Nintendo, when it comes to HD rumble, is just like rather than N64 and GameCube, where there's probably just one motor in the controller that rumbles just the entire controller. It's like, you know, there's multiple points in the controller where there's little rumbly things so you can control it. But I feel like the I don't know if you guys saw that teardown video of the DualSense controller. Like, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on that to like get the adaptive triggers to work, to get all the different haptic feedback working. It's kind of crazy.
I think my overall feedback, I think PS5 takes the cake just with their controller. Xbox, I feel like you need to spend a lot more money after buying the console to kind of make it on par. Maybe it doesn't even come close, because like the Elite controller doesn't have a lot of these features.
Yeah, it's Xbox kind of went with the PlayStation approach, right? From PS3 to, or not even like PS1 to PS4, where it's just like, it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah, and two very different strategies in terms of what game offerings are at start. Whereas PlayStation went with a few heavy-hitting games coming out for this gen. Xbox is basically leveraging on the Game Pass and hoping you'll be tied over with those before Halo and stuff come out.
Oh my god.
When is that game coming out?
I was so sad when I turned on my Xbox and I was like, oh, what am I going to play now?
Banjo-Kazooie.
Nothing.
I mean, there's other games coming out for like Xbox, right? If you want to play like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right, you can play that on your Xbox.
Yeah, definitely.
Next month you can play Cyberpunk on your Xbox. I mean, actually, they released, CD Projekt Red released their Xbox Series X versus Xbox One X, like graphical comparison video, kind of.
But I feel like if I had a choice on multiplat, I would definitely pull on PS5 now just for the controller.
Oh, dude, I would do it for that controller too.
Yeah.
For now,
can I just plug in my PS5 DualSense into my Xbox?
And the Sony also has some really weird deals, like on for Call of Duty, the PS5 has a bunch of modes that you can only play on PS5 for the first year.
Oh yeah, they did that with Modern Warfare as well. They had a couple exclusive things.
Yeah, so it's like any multi-plat game, I feel like I have no reason to play it on Xbox. Unless like maybe I run out of storage on the PS5.
Yeah, or unless there's like, I mean, I haven't seen any videos out there yet, but people are saying the Xbox Series X is a little stronger than the PS5 in terms of like raw GPU, teraflops and all that.
Yeah, it does have slightly better specs than the PS5.
So the question is, is that noticeable? And if so, maybe. It all comes down to what you value, right? Or we really like the controller, so we're like, oh, play everything on PS5. But if you're like, I hate the haptic feedbacks, it makes it harder to play the game normally, then...
I mean, you can turn it off.
Yeah, but then if you can turn it off, you might as well get the console that can play it better, right? If you really care. If you can really notice the difference. But I don't know if you can.
I don't think you can tell the difference.
I don't think people will develop multi-platforms to the point where you will notice a difference between the two.
I updated my TV. I updated the firmware on my TV, to make sure I can run both consoles at 4K 120 FPS. And I can barely tell the difference.
I don't think my TV can do 120. I don't think my TV can do 120. Maybe it can. I'd have to look up how to set it up that way. But
what was I gonna say? One thing I do like about the Xbox, quicker zoom, really nice.
Quicker zoom?
Yeah. Quick load or quick resume or whatever.
Oh, quick resume. Okay.
Oh, quick resume.
Yeah, you turn off the console.
I thought you did like QUICKERZOOM. I was like, quicker zoom?
Yeah, quicker zoom.
Quicker zoom.
Okay.
That's really nice, because you can turn off your console and it still maintains your state.
Oh, that's cool, actually. How about from sleep? How fast is a load up from sleep into the game?
I would say under 10 seconds.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah. I think the PS5 is a bit slower in terms of turning back on, getting into a game. Xbox is almost instantaneous.
Yeah, so PS5 is you press the button, it goes beep, and then it has to, and then it goes
shows
who do you want to log into?
Yeah.
And then you click that, and then if I had Demon Souls open, then it pops up with the title screen, only for 2 or 3 seconds, and then I'm in the game.
Xbox turns on faster than my TV. Because I have it all hooked up, so when I turn on my Xbox, it turns on the TV at the same time.
You have an ARC port or something in.
Yeah, and it boots up faster than the TV.
Wow, that's pretty good. Load times, now that we're on kind of that, I assume they're both around the same. PS5 load times are incredibly fast. Like, I load into a world on Demon Souls, it like goes into fog for like 2 seconds, and then I'm in the world.
Oh yeah, and that's so different from the original. It'd take like minutes to load at times for Demon Souls original.
Yeah, I heard from a friend, he said he hated playing Demon Souls originally. Was it a PS3 game? Was that what
PS3.
it was? Yeah, because he would die, and then he would have to stare at the death screen for like a minute.
Yep.
Or like 30 seconds to a minute.
It is about 40 seconds, typically.
Yeah. And then now you die, it says you died, and then like 2 seconds you're back.
Yeah. And that remake just looks so good graphically. It's incredible.
Oh, it's oh my god. It looks so good.
Like the magic effects are just incredible in that
Blue
game.
Point, here's my you hear that? That's my chef's kiss right there. Mwah.
Made a better Souls game than FromSoft will ever be able to do. So we'll see how Elden Ring
it's gonna look better than Elden Ring.
Yeah, I'm almost certain it will.
Tristan, are you gonna say something?
I was just gonna agree with the load times. Actually, both consoles, I'm very, very impressed with the load times. It's so fast. Like Call of Duty, when I played Modern Warfare 2019 on my computer, it would take a while for me to load into a multiplayer game. On PS4, It takes like 2 seconds.
PS5, you mean?
PS5.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's already done it.
Yeah.
Our first slip up. We'll have to keep track of those.
He downloaded the wrong version.
I think last episode I made that slip up too.
Yeah,
it's too easy.
We'll have to do like a punishment game at the end.
Yep.
Whoever has the most by like the end of the year or something.
Yeah, it's so
Astro's
fast.
Playroom. I got freaked out when I joined the first level and it like did like a little portal animation and then I was just there. I was like, oh, okay.
This is what it is.
Yep, the future is now.
This is Mark Cerny. This is his baby. But yeah. Oh, dude. Also, Astro's Playroom looks really good too.
Oh yeah,
as like a free tie-in game.
I watched a streamer. Yeah, I'd say that's an absolutely spectacular free game to get for a console and to show off the features of it.
I found the Vita in it, by the way, Alex, for you.
Oh
like
yeah,
little collectible accessories.
Yeah, and the proprietary card.
Yep, the UMD.
No, the memory card.
Oh yeah, memory card.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay, not the
UMD for his PSP. Yeah.
I think Astro's Playroom is genius. Like, it kind of eases you into the next gen experience, whereas like Xbox, you turn it on, and it's like, you gonna get Game Pass, bro?
Yeah, he's gonna play an old game.
Oh yeah.
You want to spend $150?
Versus PlayStation is like, hey, I got this Bug Snacks game. Want a PS Plus? And
No, I still Astros like is a great. It's like the Wii Sports, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not as much replay value, but there's gacha in it.
Yeah, there is a gacha machine. I love that.
Of course.
Oh, and the last thing I want to talk about is the home UI.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, both of them are ass.
Oh, really?
I think Xbox is a little worse, to be honest.
I've heard the opposite. I've heard from multiple things online. I've heard people prefer the Xbox one.
I think if you use the Switch a lot, the PS5s is a little bit more intuitive because it's like just in a single line, right?
Yeah.
Right, you just go left to right on the
Hold up. Okay. It's a single line, but in terms of rows, there's like 4 different rows. Like, you press down, and now there's a whole new line. And then you press down again, and there's a whole new line of options.
Yeah, but I think the logic there is that you kind of pick what you want to do at the very first row, right? You either want to open up the store, or your media, or whatever. And when you press down, you're drilling down into it.
I guess.
But on Xbox, it's just like a free-for-all. You can go up, down, left, right, and like, there's not really a good categorization.
It's like one of those things where if you're new to it, it's overwhelming. But I feel like it's one of those things that you're going to almost reverse as you use it more, right? Xbox is, here's all the options. And once you've used the console for a couple months, you're like, all right, I need to go right here. Versus PlayStation's like, I need to go through these rows.
Debatable.
The one thing I don't like about the PlayStation one, and I got salty at this, is I almost beat a level in Astro's Playroom, and then I clicked the menu, and I was trying to see, it said like, oh, you're 30% here, right, to this, and I was like, oh, is this an achievement? And I clicked on it, and it immediately teleported me out of the world before I could save into the other world that I already beat to go finish this challenge. And I was like, I think it asked if I wanted to do it. Like, it gave me a confirmation, but I didn't know, like, what was happening. So then I just lost all my progress on the world.
Rip.
I don't know how that, like, you know, the thing that they added in the game where it's like, oh, you know, there's a challenge here, you know, go click this button and immediately load you in to try that challenge. It's like, I don't know how much people are going to use that. Or at least I haven't found the right game for it. Maybe that's a better way to put it. So, who knows? I will say it took me, like, a minute, maybe 2 minutes, how to sleep the console on PS5.
Oh my god, same.
I didn't know there was a bottom row there. It's so hard to see.
I was trying to do the PS4 method of just holding the home button.
Oh, the holding the button! Yeah.
And
But
like,
it's not there anymore.
Holding the button doesn't do anything?
So all you do is you press it once, and then there's the bar, and then you press left to go all the way to the right side, right? Because you're kind of hovering over. And
completely changed the game on us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it took me like 2 minutes, and I felt kind of dumb, but...
It was like midnight, and I was sleepy, and I just wanted to go to bed, and I'm like, I can't turn this off.
Just like, I'm just gonna turn off the TV.
No, Tristan, you're not allowed to sleep.
So there are some stuff I'm gonna try out on the PS5. I downloaded 2 of the PlayStation, what is it called? The PS Plus collection or whatever, right? The PS4 games, the best hits.
Yeah.
So I got God of War just because I wanted to play that.
It's a good game.
And also I got Monster Hunter Iceborne because I wanted to test to see the load times on that.
Yeah, that should be pretty good.
So, and if they have like a full 60 FPS, 120, 1080p mode or something like that, we'll have to see.
I think I'm gonna do an Uncharted 1 to 4 run. Because Uncharted 4 comes with PS Plus collection, and then the Uncharted 1 to 3 is just $20.
Okay, yeah. In terms of value, I don't know which one's better. Because, like, the Xbox Game Pass gets you, like, all the games. But, like...
No, it's not all the games. It's like Netflix. It comes and goes.
Oh,
like, it actually says leaving this month, and I was like, what?
Oh, okay. Because, like, the PlayStation collection is like... Yeah, you only get 20 games, but it's like every single one of those games on like were like, you know, AAA bestseller games that
absolutely stellar titles
highly.
Yeah, Game Pass Ultimate, when I opened it up for the first time, it was like there's some really good games, right? You can play Halo 5 or whatever. Halo 4. I was trying to find a good game. I'm sorry. I think Skyrim might be on there. That's a good game, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's.
But then there's stuff like Bejeweled, right?
Zuma?
I think there is Zuma.
Wait, can you get Bejeweled in RTX? Like, imagine how shiny those gems would be.
It's just gonna explode everywhere. And I feel like I'm going through, and the issue is, like, I appreciate this as well, but Game Pass Ultimate just has a whole generation of games. So, like I mentioned, Banjo-Kazooie OG's on there. Right?
Yeah, that's
There's like
nice.
a whole bunch of like really old, like Battlefield 1942 is on there, I think. Like there's some really old stuff on there.
Really interesting. Huh.
The weird thing, speaking about like old stuff, is PS Plus Collection has not Battlefield 5, but Battlefield 1 on it. And I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know I don't understand that. They always like just ignore that Battlefield 5 exists.
It could have been EA's like, they're like, hey, we'll give you some money to put the game on PS Plus collection. They're like, nope, not our game. And they're like, didn't you stop supporting that game? Isn't it fine if we give it? And they're like, nope, you get Battlefield 1.
I think they made a deal with Xbox, because when you buy Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, I think I called it like 3 separate things in the past minute. You get EA Play for free as well, or it's like part of the bundle. So you get a whole bunch of EA games as part of that.
NBA, MLB.
Yeah,
hey,
MLB,
random
UFC.
thing right now. I'm on Amazon. Devil May Cry Special Edition is $40 on PS5.
Yeah.
That's
both.
cheap.
It is.
That's cheap.
That's why I was going to make it my next gen game, because it's like cheap, it's fun.
More gameplay than the original, which the original was already great and had a lot. So, yeah.
What about Sackboy, Tristan? You said you were going to play it.
No, I made the ultimate mistake. I make the same mistake every gen. I'm like, I'm gonna play this like new cool game, and then I end up just getting Call of Duty. That's what happened at the PS4. I got Call of Duty Ghosts.
The relatable gamer.
I'm actually surprised did either of you get Valhalla?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Okay.
I got my new computer, and
it came with Valhalla. That's right, and Legion, right?
It was like an AMD. It was an AMD thing where if you bought an AMD CPU, you'd get like Valhalla.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time my computer got here, and I used the code, the promo expired.
Oh,
rip.
Albert.
So I'm gonna. I don't know if I could like
the world's shortest promo code.
It runs by quarter. It was like the Q3 2020 thing.
Wow.
Oh.
So that gave you like 1 week. Out? Yeah, it's out like a week.
I know. I know. And I did get the other one was if you ordered an Nvidia graphics card. I have Watch Dogs Legion on PC, but I kind of wanted to play Valhalla more than Legion. So.
Here's my thing. When I booted up the Xbox in the Microsoft store, I saw this like Ubisoft pack. It was Valhalla and Watch Dogs Legion bundled for like $20 off. And I was like, oh, this is amazing. I'm going to wait for my PS5. I'm going to get it on there and it'll be great. I boot up the PS5. The PS store doesn't have that deal. And I got really salty about it. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get it anymore.
And you're turned off now. Look at what you did, Ubisoft. You lost the sale.
I looked it up. It's available on Xbox, that bundle, and it's available on PC, and it's just not available on PlayStation.
Phil Spencer.
Maybe it's coming. I don't know.
Anyways, I got salty about that, and I was like, okay, maybe I just won't play either. And that's part of why I even got Call of Duty as well, because
I was just looking for something.
Yeah, I was like sitting on my couch, and I was like, this kind of sucks.
I'm at a crossroads where I want to play Immortals Phoenix Rising when it comes out next month.
I don't even know what that is.
I love bringing up that game because you guys always forget what game that is.
Nah, it's the Greek gods one, right?
Yeah. And I'm contemplating if I want to buy it on PC or if I want to get it on console.
Why not buy it on the Xbox and you can play anywhere? Smart delivery.
Oh my
xCloud.
xCloud. I haven't tried it out yet. I downloaded the Xbox app for my computer.
Any other... Do you want to talk about any of the games you played on any of them more? I like Demon Souls. That's all I want to say. It's fun. It's hard, but it's fun.
Oh my god. Did you hear about my Forza story?
I did not.
No, we didn't.
Tell the world.
Do tell.
Okay. This was what happened. I loaded up Forza Tuesday night, and I was like, this is going to be fun. Never played a Forza before. I'm a big driving game fan. This is going to be amazing. I start playing, and then it takes a while for you to unlock everything, like all the features and stuff. It takes about an hour. So I started playing at around 9, it's 10, and I finally unlock online mode. So, it has Battle Royale.
Wait, there's Battle Royale in Forza?
Battle Royale
cars? Yes. We joked about this.
We've joked a lot about Battle Royale. I've lost track of which games I made fun of.
Racing game gets out of my head.
There's Battle Royale, there's like online racing, there's like an auction store where you can sell and buy cars, and I was like, this is gonna be so much fun. And I click Battle Royale, try to jump into it, get an error. Cannot connect to your profile. I'm like, okay, maybe launch day issues. I check Twitter, I Google some stuff, no one else is having issues. Okay, maybe it's just me because I just set up the Xbox account. I restart my console, I log out, log back in, I close the game and return it on again, try to go into Battle Royale, again, doesn't work. Okay, maybe I'll just try it tomorrow. Like, it's starting to get late. But in the meantime, I'm going to open a support ticket in the Forza forums just to get some help on it. Next morning, do work, I boot up my Xbox again, let's give this another shot. Try Battle Royale. Doesn't work. Okay, maybe it's my network settings. I opened it up. I don't know if you guys know the NAT type on your console. Like, have you dealt with that stuff before? It's like firewall stuff.
Yeah, nope. I definitely have for PS4, I think.
Yeah, so it's like NAT type strict. And I was like, okay, that's not good. That's probably the issue. I had to redo my entire home Wi-Fi network because my router was in like a weird mode. So, like, it was creating its own internet with its own firewall settings. So I had to, like, redo my home network, reconnect all my devices to my Wi-Fi, fix all my network settings.
All of this for Battle Royale. This is dedication.
I open up settings. Xbox says network settings are fine. You should be good to go. I'm like, great. Click Battle Royale. Cannot connect to profile. Okay, that's kind of weird. I Google, I Reddit, I look through things. One suggestion from the official forums is your account might be bugged. Just restart the game. Like delete the cloud, save data, restart it. And I was like, okay, it's only been an hour. I'll try it again. I restart the save. I lost all the gifts that you get because it's a one-time thing. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. I can make the money back later. That's fine. I played the first hour again, unlock the features, unlock Battle Royale. I click it, cannot connect to profile. At this point, I'm just like, maybe Xbox just kind of sucks. But I go to sleep, right? I go to sleep.
This is day 3 at this point?
This is day 3. So I'm sitting down, and I'm like, maybe today's the day. I have my work laptop next to me so I can Google stuff if I run into issues, turn on the game, click Battle Royale, cannot connect to profile. Okay. And then I sit, and then I just think. I'm like, wait, this is an online feature. Online features need an online subscription.
Oh, you don't have Xbox Live!
And then I opened up my profile, and I was like, I don't have Xbox Live Gold.
Oh, no.
The one person on Earth who bought an Xbox that didn't have Live Gold.
Oh, God. And then
wait, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
If you play, not for you, but this is a real thing that got me thinking. If I don't have PS Plus, can I not be invaded in Demon Souls?
I don't know, because, like, some parts of online work, like, I can fetch leaderboards from Forza, but not play. Like, that was the issue. Like, some online stuff worked and some didn't, and that was
that's how they
me.
get you, Tristan. They're like, you can see who's at the top, but if you want to take the throne and submit your own score, Xbox Live Gold, baby.
And then I ran into this other dilemma of what version of Xbox Live I want, because Xbox Live Gold is $10 a month. Xbox Game Pass Normal is $10 a month. And then Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is $15 a month, but it's $1 for the first month.
Uh-huh.
So I had to do the whole dance of, like, subscribing to Ultimate but canceling my payment and making sure it doesn't charge me again. And then I restarted the game, I clicked Battle Royale, and boom, it worked right away. And then I got, like, last place, but that's an aside. So that's my Xbox Forza story.
And then you refunded that $1.
Yeah,
charge back on your credit card.
I was so angry because I was like, I'm not gonna get Game Pass Ultimate because I don't need this. Like, I don't play enough to justify $15 a month. So I ended up buying Forza. Right, it was $40.
Yeah,
but Forza comes as part of Game Pass Ultimate. So I ended up wasting money at the end of the day, and I got even more angry about it.
This is some news over if there's anyone, I doubt anyone, but if anyone at Xbox is listening to this, you gotta, pump up those error messages a little bit.
Yeah, don't make it
ambiguous.
Profile.
Yeah.
So when I got the PS5, I made sure not to make that mistake, and I bought PS Plus as soon as I opened it up.
What multiplayer game did you play?
Call of Duty?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I forget, is Call of Duty a crossplay?
Yes. PC, PS4, Xbox, Series, and One.
Nice. All right. Any last... Well, here's a question. Or no, we'll save this for any last likes or dislikes that we haven't covered? I'm trying to think myself.
We're never going to talk about these consoles ever again. It's been 10 episodes.
Yep. Random thing, fans on the PS5, I haven't heard them kick on ever. It's like completely silent.
Same.
What about the Xbox?
Xbox is also pretty silent, but you can see the fan very clearly from the top. It's always on. Even when you turn off the console, it's on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they have that because of the quick resume stuff.
But don't you just need to, like, store that in memory? Like, what are they cooling?
I mean, not just for the games, but, like, turning on the console itself.
Oh, okay.
I guess it does something, but the fan's always on.
Always on.
Yeah, it's always listening.
It's a new DRM. It's a new DRM. Always on fans. As long as the fans are spinning, they can tell if you're online or not.
Okay, another 30-second funny story. The Xbox, when you're setting it up, it tells you that you can turn it on by saying, like, Xbox on, and it'll pick it up. And then I realized the controller nor the console will have a microphone built in, so I spent about 5 minutes yelling Xbox on in different intonations, and nothing happened.
Wait, it didn't tell you needed, like, Connect or something? Or, like, a microphone?
No, I don't know what's wrong with Microsoft. They don't tell you anything.
Tristan, maybe it's you didn't have gold at the time, so that's a gold-only feature.
Only understands gold members.
I need to connect to the internet.
I forgot about that. It doesn't have a Connect like the Xbox One did. That's right.
Yeah, or the original Xbox One. They got rid of that.
Yeah.
Anyways, maybe I'm just Microsoft dumb. I just don't understand.
Hey.
Hi.
I was trying to think of what I was going to say. I was trying to remember if you owned an Xbox before this.
No, this is my first Xbox.
Yeah, see, so you're just getting used to the weird Xbox tropes or something.
My mom even asked me last weekend. She was like, "Tristan, why did you get an Xbox? You don't even like Xbox." And I was like, "Well, I was gonna get the S, like the cheaper one. I couldn't get a pre-order, and I got the X pre-order, and I just kind of forgot to cancel it, so it showed up." And she's like, "Okay."
Hey, you can play all the new Bethesda games when they come first on Xbox. Then.
Oh boy,
first or best or better.
All right. I can't think of anything else that I want to talk about, so I'm going to roll into the question of the day, which is for both consoles. Tristan has both, so he'll have to answer it twice. But would you recommend to buy this console now or hold off? And if so, if the hold off, when do you think you should buy this console?
Let's start with
Xbox.
Xbox, yeah, since Tristan has an exclusive one on that.
I think I already know the answer.
Okay, context, like, I don't think you can get either console now. So
maybe Black Friday. Let's say, do I go wait on digital online lines for snagging one of these?
I see.
In a week.
Yeah, we'll assume, like, holiday season, which one should I want?
Or should I get one?
Or should I want one, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wait for, like, 3 games to come out, and then make your call. There's, like, literally 0 games to play on this thing.
So you think with their, like, Game Pass and the upgraded versions, it's not worth it right now? And with, like, multiplies?
No. I don't think so.
Yeah, if you've got Xbox Game Pass on either PC or Xbox One, whatever you're using, that'd probably be a better deal right now than to get a Xbox Series X or S for just doing the same thing.
Yep. All right. How about PS5?
I would still... I mean, unless you really want Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition, or Bugsnax, or
Spider-Man.
Or Spider-Man's out on PS4, I think.
I've had multiple friends ask me, do I get a PS5? And I've told them, unless you really want to play Demon Souls, or Sackboy, don't pick one up now. Because I don't think there's enough to... Or if you have money to burn for any of these consoles, sure, buy one if you want one, right?
Yeah.
But, if you don't, then dad. I would wait, and I would say by summer... Well, 100% by holiday next year, I think a PS5 will be a good pickup. But I think as early as maybe even this spring or this summer, games like Ratchet & Clank will be out. And maybe like additional games that it would be worth to pick up a PS5 if you want to play those games.
I think in general, you can wait a year for both of them. The fact that Microsoft is pushing Game Pass Ultimate so much and Sony has the PS Plus collection just means there's no games for these people to play.
Yeah. If you've already played them, right?
Yeah,
especially if you've already played them. If you have a PS4... Definitely, I would say wait until like next year to pick one up.
Yeah.
If you skip down on PS4 entirely, I would actually say it's maybe not worth it, but it wouldn't be a bad deal to pick up a PS5 right now because you could play all those PS collection games.
Do you think a PS5 Slim is gonna show up, or PS5 normal? I guess this is like the plus size at this point.
Uncurvy turns into a box
normal. Again. Probably not for 2 years, based on what we've seen in the past. So,
because honestly, this thing's too big. Like, come on, man.
I mean, it's a big. I don't know. I don't know why they had to make the fin so big, right? Like the Xbox is like, we're gonna maximize it and put it into an actual box. Which, I feel like if the Xbox looked like the PS5, it would be a farce to call it the Xbox, because it's not an actual box.
X-suit.
X Kaiba. X router. But yeah. I think we both agree, yeah, both these consoles are like, if you've got money to blow, sure, but if you're a gamer on a budget, which a lot of people are, just stick with what you've got now, and you're not missing out on much. Especially if you're a PC gamer, because, right, like, a lot of the games that are coming out, like Tristan and I have talked about, like Assassin's Creed, and Devil May Cry, and, what's that? Call of Duty,
Dogs,
right?
Oh, Call of Duty.
And Watch Dogs.
Yeah, and Yakuza.
Those are all coming out on PC and the old consoles, too. So, like, you're perfectly fine.
Go pick up a Switch. What?
Go pick up a Switch.
That?
Yeah, that's an alright choice, actually.
That's
there's a lot of exclusives over there.
That's the right answer. That console has so many great games to play on it now.
It's got a little bit of a head start, though. That, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't mean, it has, to be fair, I guess, but that's like saying the Switch at the start wasn't.
But no,
great.
yeah.
That's like people start saying, don't pick up a Switch now, there's no games.
Mm-hmm.
Although, an interesting question is, Tristan, when Breath of the Wild came out on the Switch, would you recommend people to pick up a Switch just to play that game?
Yes.
So would I. Damn, in agreement on that one. Anywho, we're running out of time, so we're gonna end with some quick headline things, noteworthy news. That's what I called it.
The bullet train of news.
Yep. We're gonna go through the station real quick and hit these points. All right, starting off with Phil Spencer tweeted, "Thank you for supporting the largest launch in Xbox history in 24 hours. More new consoles sold in more countries than ever before. Congratulations, Tristan Jung. You're part of history."
I did. I helped.
Yes, you did. All right. The Neo collection, announced for PS5, launching in February. So that comes with, I think it's both the Neos, right? Or is there more than two?
There's two.
Yeah, there's only two, right? Okay, yeah.
Can we stop with these samurai games like Neo, Ghost of Tsushima?
Please,
Sekiro.
This is the best of both worlds. Neo is literally just Weep Souls. That isn't full. Oh man, what was that game even called? I'm forgetting it. The anime one.
Code Vein.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to clarify also, it says there's like 4 things releasing on the same day for Neo. Neo 2, the Complete Edition on PS4. Neo 2 Remastered, the Complete Edition on PS5. Neo Remastered, the Complete Edition on PS5. And the Neo Collection, which I assume comes with 1 and 2
Remastered
Complete Edition.
Yeah.
Complete Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remastered as well.
I just kind of find it weird. Like, I'm not knocking any bad things towards Neo and its developers, but like saying celebrate the franchise's 4-year anniversary is just kind of a weird milestone for me when we have like Zelda and all these like big players celebrating like 30 and 35 years.
Oh yeah, like when you see a sign in like a store on the street or it's like estimated 2018, it's like, I mean, you gotta start somewhere. Yeah, it's like, you gotta start somewhere, but
it's like
wait a couple of years.
Yeah, wait for 5 years or something.
Yeah. More noteworthy news. Speaking of more remastered, Mass Effect Legendary Edition announced for all the next gens plus the PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, I think, right? Not Switch? No, not Switch.
Not Switch. PC.
Not Switch. PC, though, yes. If they didn't put that on PC, people would riot.
Why doesn't it have Andromeda in there?
It hasn't been 4 years, so you gotta wait for the...
Oh, yeah, 4-year classic remaster period.
Yeah.
And then also, just at the end, they teased they're working on the next Mass Effect game, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, look forward to that one.
Look forward to that one. All right, and last one for Tristan Jung. Deathloop launches May 21st, 2021.
Oh, I honestly just sat and watched the trailer on the TV again when I booted up the PS5. I am so excited for that game.
Yeah, that game actually looks really
fun.
Oh,
no, he just said the word.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
All right, well, I'm going to be cautious now. I'm not going to buy it right away.
Pre-order canceled?
Yep. I'm going to sit back and just watch for this one.
r/patient gamers. Here we come.
The curse words have been dropped.
Yep. Tristan, if this game doesn't perform well...
We know why. It's right here, episode 61.
Episode 61.
I think that guarantees a below 80 Metacritic score.
I think that's the curse.
Man, and this is another Bethesda game. Todd's not going to be happy about this one.
Todd. Yeah, after all Todd has done for you, this is how you repay him.
Yeah, Todd. I'm gonna get a call tomorrow, I guess.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Stop being excited for our game.
Are you gonna buy this on console, Tristan? Or are you gonna go for PC?
Haven't decided. I think after the amount of money I've dumped on consoles, I'm a little wary about upgrading my PC now.
Uh-huh.
So if it plays better on PC console, I might just get it there. I know about the whole like shooter games on console, blah blah blah. But if it has adaptive triggers and haptic rumble or HD
haptic rumble, I like it.
I think that's a pretty good sell.
you can't mix HD rumble with PlayStation. I'm pretty sure Nintendo has that trademarked.
I see. 4K rumble.
Oh. My favorite thing on the PS5 box, I see, count one against me, PS5 box, it said 8K on the box. I was like, no one even has an 8K TV.
Yeah, but that was a big feature, yeah.
And I was like, what, is that going to run like 30 FPS? No one's going to want to go back to that.
Hey man, the human eye can't tell.
That's true. That's what they
Maybe
say.
The brain can tell, but not the eyes.
There was some people saying that on some games, like you can either go like fidelity mode, 4K native resolution, 30 FPS, or 1080p upscaled, obviously on a 4K TV, 60 FPS. And every reviewer, I was like, I think it was for Demon Souls, was like, why would you play this on 30 FPS? It looks so good at 1080p normally.
Yeah, and it was a similar situation for Spider-Man. It has that option too. And yeah,
the RTX?
Yes. Yeah, like
I've heard that one's pretty good, actually.
The window reflections look amazing when you have it on.
And the street light, the streets and the
and the
sun.
puddle reflections and everything. Yeah, that's where you notice it most. But if you're just playing it normally, 60 FPS is gonna do you just fine, and it looks fantastic still.
Oh, dude, when I was looking at the Cyberpunk Xbox Series X versus One X gameplay comparison, I think one of them was 30 FPS and one of them was 60. And whenever they switched between the two, oh man, it was pretty rough. Alrighty, that's all we've got, guys. That wraps it up for episode 61 of Viewport Relay. Viewport Relay is available on Radio Public, iTunes, Google Music, Stitcher, Podbean, and all your favorite podcast directories. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a moment to subscribe, review, and share it with your friends. We're also on social media as Viewport Gaming on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. But Alex, why Viewport Gaming?
Well, Viewport Relay is a part of Viewport Gaming, a website to look into reviews, previews, and this very podcast here. So if you want to check out previous episodes or some of the reviews we've written, you can check it out at viewportgaming.com.
Thanks, Alex. And as always, I've been your host, Albert Corson, joined by Tristan Jung.
Goodbye.
And Alex Nestor.
See you next time.